Hey guys, so welcome back to Project Eden's Garden. Let's carry on where we left off. This may very well be the final episode of the prologue before we go on hiatus, waiting for Chapter 1 to come out. So let's make it a good one. We're about to wrap up the case of Kara Koskinen's murder, the ultimate teacher's aide, and well, things got a little bit heated, a little bit emotional at the end of the last episode, with Wolfgang taking a vested interest in this case, particularly when it comes to the killer's motive. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough information given to us by our secret mastermind who has yet to make an appearance. So, we're going to dive right into the closing argument after all. And, well, it's one of my favorite parts of the Danganronpa case, so let's see what they've got cooking for us. Okay, solve another 4 panels to unlock, and we're going down the V3 route, and man, they have really nailed it. Holy shit, I've only got 2 minutes 50 to do this. Time is always scarce when it comes to the minigames here, probably because of the difficulty I've set. Okay, where did the killer hide? What was the victim carrying? In the janitor's closet, going up the stepladder. Well, the killer was hiding in the janitor's closet. Let's go ahead and pop that in, if I can remember how to do it. F3. Time is still counting down as we review the controls. Confirm stock. That's going to be spacebar. Here. No. Here. Done. Okay. 2 minutes 20 to go. What was the victim carrying? We've got opening the door, going up the stepladder. How did the killer reach the door frame? That'll be going up the stepladder, of course. Plop. Okay. Thankfully, this is relatively straightforward, given that it's just a prologue case. Not that we've ever had one of those before. What did the killer pour into the bucket? That would be bleach, but we don't have that yet. How was the trap triggered? It was triggered by her opening the door. And before we slot in the final panel, we're going to review the art. But I'm pretty sure it's going to happen anyway with Damon recapping events. Okay, come on, let's unlock these panels. Clawing at the killer's neck. Sorry, that'll be over here. What did the victim do when they were stabbed? Righto. Bleach and assault rifle. I don't think he poured the assault rifle into the bucket, so let's make sure we get the right stock. And what was the victim carrying? Assault rifle. Let's just take one moment to have a quick look at what's going on here. Man, whoever was responsible for the comics, bravo. Bravo, it looks so good. Plop that in there. Why don't we? As soon as I pick the right stock. There we go. 1 minute to spare. And 1.5 hearts left on our life counter. Here we go, Damon.
The victim was Kara Koskinen, the ultimate teacher's aide.
Alright. Koskinen. Sorry, I've been mispronouncing it this entire time. Oh, I'm liking this alternate
Right before her
closing
death,
argument theme.
she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle.
The hesitation for Academy.
That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest.
Ingrid, how dare you interrupt my monologue here, okay? Closing arguments for me. I am the most self-important man here. Damon knows it. He's that cocky. But sure, join in.
He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Indeed he did. Actually, you know what? I recall that they were talking about resolving this case together as classmates, so it's pretty cool that we got interjections from other students here.
Aye, they needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed.
Yep.
The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky little bastard.
Stepladder. Make sure you get the terminology right.
They would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the door frame.
Mm-hmm.
There, they carefully placed the bucket.
Like we're stuck in a Home Alone movie.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
Okay, oh my god.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival.
The gray man in this edition of a Danganronpa game, his groin is it's bare for all its glory. Rattle, rattle. Attractor?
The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
Of course, this was all conjecture. Oh, that sounds cool.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Actually, it was just her eyes, I believe. Eyes and scalp.
Youch!
If only she wore a mask like you. Oh.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara.
Stabbing her 28 times.
In a
Goodness.
fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
I would imagine it wouldn't. I mean, he had to outsmart her with an assault rifle, but when it comes to fingernails, I'm pretty sure you could carry on stabbing like nobody's business.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten.
Nope, and they never will, thanks to the ultimate historian documenting this entire trial. Good on him.
That is the truth behind this case.
Okay.
Well, are you satisfied?
No epic climactic finale when it comes to the comic where we confront the killer because the killer may not be here.
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Sorry?
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
Did we graduate? Did we get anything wrong?
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room.
Oh my god, but the elevator ride back up is so long.
But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second?
I'm waiting for Kai to go, wait, who's Horace and now who's Frank now?
This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it.
Oh, well, you know, I'm sure you're a handsome fella, but kidnapping is still kidnapping.
However, my head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while?
Yes, you should. I mean, you sound like you're really bored if you're gonna plan this entire trial and everything.
Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Don't tell me that's your head. Face to face?
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
Where? What? Uh-oh. Oh, God, smoke and mirrors. Here he is. Oh, my lord. He is...
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled.
Where the hell did you come from? And damn, that's a sick design.
What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land? Serve it? Or will you set it ablaze?
I just want to go home.
Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Come on, let's all overwhelm him with our numbers. This person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that.
I'm liking the, of course, the split in half there. What's up with, oh my god.
Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only.
Yes?
His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
Tozu? Killing Game? What? Damon's just sweating, mildly. Killing Game? End of the class trial, there you go. Just like that. I take it that's his real eye that we're able to see there. Or you could call me Tozu, for short.
Hey.
Hey, what do you mean Killing Game?
The show must go on.
Did you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of the case? Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning.
That's...
Of what?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
My blood is rushing!
are going to kill each other. That's like... That's not...
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way.
What?
What are you talking about? You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no. Absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to the truth. And, if I recall correctly, should you all agree on the right answer, you'll be free to leave this place. No one cares. We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already. This is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home. Of course. No, you didn't. You said leave this place. That was ambiguous.
You
sneaky son of a bitch.
Not okay!
You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. What next? Are you gonna insult me? Are you gonna insult my face? Just like I said you would. It's fucking hurtful, man. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? Does it matter if he lied or not? Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, oh, you lied. Oh, no, we're gonna take you to court, man. We're here in the courtroom right now. Let's have a class trial. No, doesn't... Whether he lied or not is irrelevant. He said he never lies. I suppose, it's up to him if he wants to live up to his principles, right? So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy... Oh, bullshit! What am I doing believing someone like him? There's no way around it. He's lying.
Dude!
Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away.
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants.
Please don't.
Please don't do this.
I just want to go home.
I want to be with my family. Please, just let me go home.
There's no need to worry.
There's no need to cry, Miss Tolner. Huh? We're all civilized here. And no one is going to kill simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal.
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you've proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly? Oh, Wolfgang. Wolfie. Gangsta. We don't know two shits about everyone else, unless you are privy to some information I'm not. We're all strangers here, and, it's all well and good to say that, we've all got good hearts and whatnot, but seriously, we don't know anything about this killing game. In terms of the perspective of these students, of course, we're aware of what a killing game may entail.
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft. Softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor dear in a jar and return her to nature.
I would never.
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
Oh, that's your argument, is it? That you're gonna bore me shitless? Well, oh well.
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced?
Huh?
What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic.
If you do, then tell me. Regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Well, Wolfie, I told you, I warned you, man. Should I take that as a no? Oh, this is too easy. I'm rolling over you guys. Goodness, what a surprise.
Plot twist.
Not. You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive. Uh-oh. Well, This fancy suit's getting undressed right quick.
Such a spoil sport.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game.
Get out.
How? All you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist!
And for good reason. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit, if you can. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed, and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free, and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? Yes. Unfortunately, we do. All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of our most beautiful rules, taken from the other Danganronpa games. Sorry, you don't know about those. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to the slaughter.
Such disrespect.
Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that. Or maybe you don't care. Depends what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 would be allowed to survive.
No shot.
2 people? That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder.
Well done.
Oh, I know. That's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. No matter what. And yet, with every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion?
I have an appetite.
I can't wait
Destruction.
to see all of you in action. Oh, the madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind. Oh? Oh, damn!
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
How the hell did Grace get behind him without him noticing?
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Oh, no!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason,
I guess Grace is gonna take over.
I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk?
No, not really. You can tell. She's not that kind of girl.
I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow. And another. Thank God she didn't have a knife, otherwise we'd be dealing with another 28 stab wounds. And when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face. Uh-oh. He's gone beyond shocking her now. There's a sniper ready and willing to blow her head off.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
But before we could do anything... Oh, God! Now that's tinnitus-inducing. The sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Not even a warning one? Okay, it was a warning. Grazing her cheek. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the stray bullet. Well, looks like there's a marksman on par with Desmond, and she was a moving target. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Hi there. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was working with him. Oh dear. Well, our masterminds have red eyes. You shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand, and now there are 2 of them. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. Well, he did say he wasn't the one doing the killing. I guess they couldn't just execute Grace right off the bat here. What a... what a shocking and unnecessary display of violence.
You think?
I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, if any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she misses her shots? That was just a warning. I assure you it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case...
Well, Wolfgang's seriously remained calm through all this. Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. Meh. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't. But I'll continue to trust them as if I do. Because they're ultimates. Huh? What if Tozu's an ultimate? Can we trust him? They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures. He's right. I think he was going to talk about a kangaroo court, which I would have been very comfortable with, but that would be a joke in poor taste. Grace was trying to compose herself. Still clearly shocked by her run-in with death. I mean, she recovered right quick.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. Friends? What? We're not friends. You're all strangers. You're my enemies. I can't trust any of you. You could be imposters. We won't throw all that away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. Oh, that prologue hope. Gotta love it. One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick.
My.
I guess we're the Byakuya of the group.
Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea.
Aye.
What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? Hey, it's our survival instincts at work, Damon. The voice inside me was answered by another.
No.
You've got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. How do we know that Wolfgang's not trying to butter us all up and he's the true psychopath trying to kill us all? Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why don't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
Or are you going to raise your voice and try to win the argument that way? It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Oh, we are? I didn't realize we had that gene. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me?
Look.
In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder, like a certain pop sensation.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all of these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. See, Eva knows. Wolfgang, I mean, can we really trust him? I mean, he's a nice guy and all, but... Shit, man. Am I the only one who's just suspicious of everyone right from the beginning? I know we all have our favorites and whatnot. We want to like people, but shit, man. It's a killing game. Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that it will be easier for you to kill them? He is a wolf, after all. That's
enough.
Oh? Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed.
Please?
So stop trying to turn us against each other, please.
Okay, maybe Eloise won't kill, because she's precious and she's I feel so sorry for her. The horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Eva. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Come on, Damon, we're the ultimate debater. If we're gonna get into an argument, we better fucking win. Eva's right. Huh?
No!
Damon, not you too.
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. This is fucking terrifying, okay? All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anybody.
Oh, really? But when your life is on the line and it's you or them, what do you think, Diana?
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole "we're all ultimates" thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals. Fuck, half of you shouldn't even be here. Seriously? Ultimate matchmaking? What kind of... You're also a kid, by the way.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? This question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings. Wolfgang, I promise I'm not a 2-cent version of you!
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. Ultimate pro gamer? Please. Get the fuck out of here. Ultimate drag racer? Come on. You have to niche down on your talent just to get called an ultimate? The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
Running a business that feeds millions is pointless? Okay, ultimate entrepreneur, I'll give her that. That's a pretty cool ultimate. It's when you niche it down, like ultimate drag racer, ultimate pro gamer, because the ultimate gamer was taken. It's like, oh, you guys were just desperate to get into Eden's Garden Academy.
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations. That includes the ultimate liar.
That was very...
Don't you mean rest of us? You're an ultimate too. You're just a discount version of the ultimate lawyer. Technically, Damon may have niche down here. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel their words worming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality. Come on, someone say it. Someone compare me to Wolfgang. I dare you. I double dare you.
Yeah.
Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial. Oh, I don't know about that.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you can say words nobody understands? Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know?
Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death game?
Well, actually, we're just starting the death game, Ingrid. We're not in the middle of it yet.
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying it. It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads. Maybe I'm not an ultimate after all, because I am terrible at debating right now.
Isn't this lovely?
Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? You guys are divided already. We might as well have a debate scrum right now. Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay. Telio. He returned to his podium, with the masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight. Well, it's been real, guys.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone. Right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all going to make it out of here, okay?
It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game, with people who despise me. It was all my doing, though. Technically. How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. I suppose I probably should have presented my case a little bit nicer, a little bit kinder. That's what the ultimate debater would do. But alas, now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. I mean, I think being on the outs is probably a good thing at this point, because you know not to trust anyone. With some people, they might start getting a little bit too friendly with someone. It could be, you know, imagine if Wolfgang was going to be a potential killer. He could be buttering people up to let their guard down, and then he'll strike, and then he could say, well, actually, no, I didn't kill them. I was tight with them. I was close with them. They were my friend. I suppose it doesn't help if they want to frame me for the murder, because, you know, me and Eva already are on the outs claiming that we shouldn't trust people. We're likely murderers, and since you gotta get away with murder, you're gonna have to frame someone else for it. So cue the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare. An unrelenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. Here we go! Oh, do we get an intro? Do we actually get an intro? Because if we do, I'm gonna be so hyped. Come on. There we go. Oh, damn it! The production value is off the charts. Well done, guys. Ultimate Debater, Damon Maitsu, Eva Tanaka, the Ultimate Liar. Desmond Hall, the Ultimate Marksman. He better compete with Mara. Eloise Tollner, the Ultimate Fencer. Tushko Kayura, the Ultimate Matchmaker. Oh my god. It's all amazing. Even the music. Guys, I am hyped. Give me chapter 1 already. Oh man. Fill that elevator up, because slowly but surely, numbers will dwindle. I like how Jet isn't even sweating at all. I mean, probably is. We just can't see. Look at all of us. How many will survive? And how exactly are we going to deviate from the main Danganronpa formula? Our end screen, of course. Vows woven by stitches and needles. Surviving members, 16. Oh my god, I'm scared. When people start dying, are they going to be faded out? Are they going to be deleted from that screen? Because that's going to be sad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cope. To be continued, indeed. Alright, well that's the prologue for Project Eden's Garden complete. You guys have to let me know what you thought of it, whether you watched or played, because, man, my expectations were high, and it still blew me away. It really does feel like another Danganronpa game has come out, and I'm all for it. I love these games. I love these types of mysteries. I'm super excited to see what these guys have in store for Chapter 1. I mean, just the labor of love they put into this when it comes to the characters, the writing, the art, the music. It's just been so phenomenal. Like, there are some things where they diverge from the main games, of course, like they have to use their own music, for example, but what they've used fits really well, and I like the small little touches they've also done, like the beginning of the Non-Stop Debates, for instance, having a different animation, but they've also got the homages to the main games, right? Like, even just the graphic when it comes to explaining how the class trial works, having the same style as Goodbye Despair and Killing Harmony, I think, was really neat to see, and they even had a full-blown intro, which was really, really cool. You can tell that these guys have put in a lot of effort here. They're not missing any attention to detail. So I really am excited to see what else they have in store. Surely we don't have to wait too long for Chapter 1, I imagine, because they've released the prologue. They must have made some substantial progress on Chapter 1 at the very least. So here's hoping we get to that soon. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for the support on this series. The numbers have been fantastic. I didn't realize how a killing game meant to a lot of you. You're starved for murder, I guess. So perhaps I need to explore some other fan games of Danganronpa. Feel free to drop some in the comments. I'm aware of a few. I have been following a couple, especially Eden's Garden. That was one of them, actually. So when it was released, I was pleasantly surprised. Another one I've been following is Kill Cure, but I'm not quite sure what the progress is on that. I haven't checked in on it for quite some time now, actually. But there's also Your Turn to Die coming to the channel this year, so I'm looking forward to playing that. I've heard there are some similarities with Danganronpa, so definitely stay tuned. Otherwise, if you're new to my channel, feel free to check out my other series, including my Danganronpa gameplay. Unfortunately, it is a few years old, and, you know, I've gotten a lot of experience since then, so, I mean, hopefully it's still enjoyable to watch. Otherwise, I'll see you around, guys, and, well, honestly, again, thank you so much for the support. I'll see you when Chapter 1 comes out. Hopefully soon, fingers crossed.